We'll talk about staffing and training in today's presentation. Remember, we are talking in respect to the sales force, staffing and training of sales force perhaps. So, what we look at as far as staffing is concerned, hiring the right caliber of recruit is very important for the success of the firm because it is that function or that action that enhances the chance of attracting the right sales people for the job. So, what is most important? Hiring the right person with the right attitude, right attributes, right features, probably, which will entail a good revenue flow. Why? Through sales. So that's the critical success factors for the firm. So importance of recruitment and selection. Recruitment and selection is very important. Where there is inadequate sales coverage, lack of customer follow-up, as the case might be, increased training cost, to overcome the deficiencies, high attrition rate or turnover, people joining in and leaving of the organization. Believe me, the time spent in the organization is wasted if it is less than 3 months. Because before you come to know about the customer, before you come to know about the market, or on the other hand, if you are going to train that gentleman or the lady for being an effective salesperson and he or she leaves the organization within 90 days of his or her joining, it is detrimental to the organization. More supervisory problem, suboptimal optimal sales, total sales for performances, as the case might be. That is what needs to be understood. So recruitment and selection process, there are basically three steps. Three steps in the process. One is all about planning activities, planning about the future. So you then comes your recruitment and selection. What do you plan? What kind of person do you want to man? Should he or she be mobile? Should he or she be available 24/7, 24 hours, 7 days a week? What is that attributes that you are looking in a salesperson? That is what you need to plan. Then comes the recruitment and selection thereof. A sales organization has several sources of recruit, which could be considered, some of which are as follows: from within the company, other companies, educational institution, voluntary applicants, employment agencies, and part-time worker. Please understand that is what the qualified persons are to be found in. Within the company, from the lower ranks, can they be promoted from other companies who are working in similar capacity? Educational institute, the raw talent that we're talking about, the voluntary applicants, the employment agencies, and definitely the part-time workers. Factors influencing the choice, as in what are the product that needs to be sold, the nature of product. If it is a service product, let's say an insurance, you have different sets of people. If it is a daily consumer product, fast moving consumer good product, let's say soaps, let's say detergent, let's say oils, you are looking for something else, let's say shampoo. So it depends upon the product. If it is an industrial product, what kind of people are you looking into it? So nature of the product, the nature of the market, policy on promoting from within, as in the promotional policies, and availability of the recruiting sources thereby. Now, what are the process that we look into it? We are talking about major selection tools, including personal interviews, including application banks, test, mental and intelligence test. We are talking about references and physical examination. So yes, the first is the interview. Second would be the application blanks, as the case might be. If there are large pool of applicants, we can have tests, we can have mental or intelligence tests. Then probably check with the references about their background and physical examination. Sales training. Organization basically looks for salespeople who can help them in growing their business. To achieve this goal, salespeople must undergo training, which is normally leads to a higher level of performances thereby, and that is what we are all trying to achieve in the first place. So, role of a sales training and sales force socialization. Sales force socialization refers to the process by which a sales force acquires knowledge, skills, values essential to perform their job. It can be people skill, it can be the product skill, it can be the organizational values that we're looking into it. Newly hired people go through orientation where they familiarize themselves with the company policies, where they familiarize themselves with the company history, facility, and procedure thereby. So remember, once you have recruited, you need to train them. Once you have trained them, can you manage the sales training process altogether? So the management of sales training process has 6 steps. They are assessing the requirement, training requirement in this case. Setting the objective, training objective in this case. Evaluating alternatives, ways to train. It is a practical training, is it a lecture based training, is it on the job training. What we are looking into it, is it just an internship, is it mentorship? Design the sales training program accordingly and perform, execute, implement the sales training. And then probably you will come to an assessment, as in follow up. What has happened to the training? Did it improve productivity? Did it improve sales? Did it improve retentions of the employees thereby? With this, I come to an end of this video. Thank you for watching it.